My name is Patrick Boyle and I work in the Research Development Office. I'm relatively new to that role, so I might not know all of the faces in the room today. And I'll moderate and facilitate discussion today. None of the substantive work is done by me today, but just to help things along. We'll break this morning into two halves. In a moment we'll have an introductory welcome from Carol Barrett, the Director of the RDO. And then Veronica McDermott will set a context for the morning in our opening presentation, and after which we'll have a brief Q&A, a very brief Q&A. We're going to have three guest speakers who you can see here in the first half, and they will give their own experiences of their interactions with the media in relation to their research outputs, etc. And that promises to be very interesting, and hopefully it will stimulate the debate and maybe it'll be a bit provocative, and hopefully we'll get some good ideas out of it, and it could be some entertainment as well. After each of those talks, we'll take one question from the floor, but don't worry, we'll be having a panel discussion and Q&A after the coffee break, so there'll be plenty of time for questions. And at 11, in fact, we'll break for coffee, or around 11. We're running a little bit late. And then we'll have two more brief talks, one from Veronica and one from Deirdre Waters, before the panel discussion will begin, and at that point I'll explain how that works. So for the moment, just sit back and enjoy yourselves for the morning. There is an attendance sheet floating around, so we'd really appreciate it if you could fill that in. And I think we're ready to go. And now I'll hand over to Carol to give you a proper introduction. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Patrick. Can I just say, Patrick said he's not going to be all today, so stands here now today. He's organised all this, and big thanks to him for this. He's done an awful lot of work over the last few weeks in getting this off the ground. Again, you're all very welcome. I'm delighted to be here this morning because as part of our role in research development, development is in the title of the office, but unfortunately over the last few years, because of staff moving and leaving and us being incredibly busy, the whole development side has sort of fallen off the table. So we've put together a new programme which we're going to roll out over the next 12 months, and today is the first piece of it. Today is probably this is only part one of this particular series in relation to communications, but hopefully we'll be running a lot of other series over the next 12 months across all the areas related to research and research development. You'll also begin to see us appearing in your departments over the next few weeks. So we've organised an initial pilot where someone from our office is going to take a seat in various departments, and people could just pop in and chat with them if it's something they want to talk about. So that will go up on our website, and you'll see that as well in the next few weeks. Why communications to start off with? Well, I guess it's really, really important in this day and age. I mean, when I did my PhD, which was quite a long time ago, and when I started my first postdoc, we heard of the World Wide Web. It had literally just, come into being, and we had absolutely no involvement in it. I was a plant scientist, so I did a lot of work with Quilton Department of Agriculture, and our idea of media communication was to get an article in Farmers Journal. And that was a big deal back then, but that was it. You didn't do anything else. And nowadays there's just so much media out there, between the traditional media and also social media. Sometimes it can be difficult to decide, do I engage at all? Who do I engage? How do I engage? How often? And I suppose today really is about opening and lifting the veil on that, listening to some people's experience of how they liked or didn't like it, and then to get some feedback from you of what you would like to see, what you'd like to get involved in, what you don't want, and what you need. And hopefully out of today we'll be able to put some help sheets and protocols together for people to help people move forward and engage more with the media. And in particular now, for people who are funded research and that, there is a very large piece of outreach and dissemination that we have to do other than our traditional publication methods, and we need to be able to empower people and help people do that and get the best out of it. We also want to ensure that the message is right, and there have been instances in the past where people have engaged with the media and the message doesn't come out right. So you want to be sure that the message is there and it's correct. So that's what today is all about. I hope you enjoy it, have some fun, get the most out of it, and for us we need to get your feedback as well, so that's really important. So I hope you engage with us today and enjoy it. Okay, thanks very much.